or we close.
She asked her employees what they wanted, and everyone chose to shut.
I don't know if we can really afford to, but this is just a bigger and what was most important to us, even though we don't know exactly like the financial hit.
In Wisconsin, PJ Samanchin, owner of Wonder State Coffee, says it's important to him to keep showing solidarity with the movement, even if there's a financial cost.
Between
Thanks, everybody.
Sales and paying our staff, it's probably less than $10,000, but it's in that ballpark.
But not everyone can do that. Caroline Glover of the restaurant Annette and the Traveling Mercies Bar in Aurora, Colorado, says this is a tough time of year.
For us, closing down on a Friday night at the end of the slowest month of the year just was not a business decision that we could do. We couldn't support our staff financially if we did that.
She says most employees told her
they want to work because they have rent to make at the end of the month.
So she decided on a middle ground. They're open and donating 10% of sales all weekend to refugee and immigrant rights organizations.
Thanks.
In the Twin Cities, hundreds of businesses shut their doors last Friday, including St. Paul's store, The Yarnery. The co-owner, Scott Rohr, says he's not shutting down today.
In part because we are donating proceeds from various projects, not just today, but throughout the weeks.
He says he and the business are in this for the long term, so he's planning for what other actions or closures might look like in the future. I'm Carla Javier from Marketplace.
Hopefully we'll get rid of Trump in the short term, and we won't have to keep doing things completely against our principles that we have to protest so much for. But thanks everybody protesting. Thanks for protesting these un-American traitors.
I want a nice drink. I want a fancy drink. I don't want to spend that money though. Especially in this economy. But first, the numbers.
Well, I mostly wanted to hear the protest thing.
Average lost 179 points,
179,
to close at 48,892. The Nasdaq gave up 200.
The president's supposed to resign when it loses a percent, right?
Finish at 23,461, and the S&P 500 dipped 29 points, 0.4%, to end at 69.39. Gold and silver were on a tear.
Right, see the end of this economy that's supporting Trump fascism.
Havens and uncertainty.
He used to brag about threatening everybody
Silver sank
from selling oil to Cuba, try to make Cuba collapse.
Bonds also fell. The yield on the 10-year T-note rose.
Who's trying to make USA collapse except Trump?
Marketplace numbers is supported by
Why people let him get away with that kind of stuff?
Resilience for a wide range of AI workloads and cyber threats. Marketplace is supported by Schwab. Schwab knows
sorry to the world for all the Trump fascism.
That's why when it comes to wealth management,
nobody in America gives enough of a crap about the stop. It's pretty pathetic and sad. But I'm the one caring more about the country than anybody else, apparently. Kind of sucks. I don't even care that much about the country. I still care more than any other human, it seems like, any humans in America. It seems like Ukrainians are the only ones really doing anything to protect America from Trump and Putin by defeating Putin. I wish Americans would start doing something to save America from Trump. But I don't mean start, because the protesters have done things.
Make sure that the reporting is thorough and local. We're here because you choose to.
Thanks, protesters.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. I'm not able to stay out of work to protest today, but at least I'll protest while I'm here.
Parts of the eastern U.S. are forecast to get more snow this weekend. This comes after much of the country was hit by heavy snow and ice last weekend. That storm brought power outages, canceled flights, and school closures. In some places, power is still out, roads are still treacherous, and schools are still closed. Working parents, however, don't forget.
I watched the Lego movie today. Thought our president business was trying to freeze everybody. When you think of all the ICE connotations and fascism connotations of the Lego movie.
You know my friend is under so fast.
Yes.
How much Trump is like the evil president business.
By about a foot of snow.
And Emmett's so much like all of us.
All week. My husband and I split up childcare.
And it really made me want to, you know what? I'm not going to give up on
But even when you
speaking out against Trump. I'm not going to quiet down, because that's, you know, the message of the movie. Like, do it, speak up, be yourself,
And then I'm gonna come downstairs.
all that stuff. And then I was like, yeah, you know.
Okay.
Then again, maybe I will. We already have this movie to tell people to do that.
Work and parenting.
What do they need me for?
Nothing well. And I'm one of the lucky ones. I can work from home. I heard from
It's one of
lots
those
parents in the
things.
region who are exhausted.
I do want to just shift focus entirely. I'm so resentful of Carissa Dez, who used to live stream minor protests in Portland, and then she's just like only entertainment stuff. And I'm like, well, I would rather be doing only entertainment stuff too if I could justify that, or if we were already at the post-Trump world. Maybe I should just go ahead and anticipate that by only doing entertainment stuff, only singing my songs, and only doing my art and writing my books and stuff. Although some of my books are anti-Trump too, like the Church of Judas, Book of Judas stuff is going to replace all patriarchy, Christianity, war, and Trumpism. So there's that.
Another layer, have to oversee virtual schooling as well. I monitored Will as
I like those little Christmas lights.
I'll show you how to